Good morning. All right, let's do the whole thing about getting this all shared around first. Share. Just copy that link. Go to the Book of Faces. Go over to here. Post that up. Post onto the Book of Faces. I have a million things over there. Let's share it to there. Why not? Let's go to the Twitter. I forgot the password. No. I think I sent the password to myself. Did I? It'd be smart if I did. Which, in that case, I probably didn't. Let's see if that's... Hey. Un momento, child. No. All right. So we're gonna forgo the we're gonna forgo the Twitter. Why not? So, good morning and welcome back, guys. It's been a while. About 2.5 months. Let's get the chat guy here going. Pop out chat. Copy link. And let's get that in there so that when we get some people in here, we can actually have a conversation. Which, by the way, let me just show you this real quick. Because YouTube actually changed how they display their thing, which is kind of cool to me before I fix it. You see how on what was it? Your right hand side, my left, your right, I don't know. Over there. They actually changed how the thing appears, so you know, cool to me. I always like seeing little changes like that. Anyways, let's get that. How do I do that? Copy this. Okay. Alright, chat's live now. I thought the chat was live. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. So, Connor? Oh, he's got the happy feet going. Oh, blueberries. See that loud thing that you were banging around? Thank you. Buddy, you're on camera. Why are you being like this? I got you a co-host seat. So you're not just sitting on my lap. You're a co-host. See? You're on the screen. So good morning, guys, and welcome back to another Coffee with Knight. There has been a lot of changes, most of which you have seen at the on the if you follow the Facebook group, you've been able to watch some of these changes happen. Yes, say hello to the people, Connor. Nina. Maybe your Nina's watching. Still don't know why that chat thing's not working. I'm still getting the there's something wrong YouTube thing. You having a good time, buddy? So hair's down. I have a migraine today. The last 3.5 hours has kind of been hell for me. So I don't know how long this is going to last before it gets overwhelming for me with the bright light and the stuff. But we'll see what we can do. I'll try and give you guys an hour. So, I mean, you can see what I'm doing all the time. Just based on going on the Facebook group, seeing the pictures. There are a few issues that have been going on at the shop that need to be addressed. One is I have no idea how to build a door, and I'm building a back door. I thought I knew how, but then right before I went to install the door handle, my friend Laura from Kitty Girl Boutique looked at it and said, "Dude, this ain't right." What do you mean? I centered the door handle. I got everything the right size. Everything fits. It's like, yeah, everything fits independently, but the whole placement for the thing, the whole, when it's all together, won't fit. It's like, damn it. So, I didn't take pictures of that, but I have to cut out the I built this awesome door, and I have to cut out the section where I put the where I cut in for the door handle. I have to cut that whole chunk out, fabricate a whole new thing, and I actually, what I did is I laminated a bunch of oak together. So it'll still be a structural piece. I'm gonna have to get that in there and jerry rig it, and but it'll be a pretty functional door. I think it's called a cathedral door. There's pictures on the Facebook group. I saw a picture in an architectural on an architectural website, and I was like, "Oh, I need to make that." And so I did. But the door that's currently on the back of the shop is just garbage. What? Yes, say hello to the people. Nina. Maybe Nina's watching. This is gonna bug me that the chat thing's not working. I don't know why. Why do you want to get down? You're already up. No, you're not getting down till we're done. Enjoy being a co-host for a little bit. Honestly, this was a stroke of genius, bringing in his high chair so he's not on my lap the entire time. Oh boy. He's adorable, isn't he? I was laying down on the couch earlier, and my wife has this painting. It's like Connor. Anyways, she has this painting. It's on like super dense cardboard, almost like MDF, and then the canvas was stretched over it. Anyways, it fell off the wall because we just put blue tack up there. I mean, you can't damage the thing, but anyways. So I was laying against the back of the couch, and little man here takes it and just slams it right into my face, right into the bridge of my nose and my eye. Oh. Let me tell you, you're pushing me around. Let me push you back. Let me tell you guys, if you want to see God, have a toddler do that to you when you have a migraine. That 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's get some of this, huh? A little bit of Cliff Bar. Give you the energy you need for the day. A little bit harder for you to squish. Not possible, just harder. But yeah, guys, it's been a while since we've had a little chat, and I'm not entirely sure what to talk about. At the shop, I have an apprentice, and for the most part, he is doing fantastically. Interesting. Is the reason this thing is on here is because it's private. Maybe this will jump up my viewership. But if it was private, who's watching? Interesting. I didn't even realize that was a thing. So, if it was private, who was I talking to? And is that what was wrong with the chat settings? Interesting. Copy link. Let's try that again then, shall we? Properties. Paste that. Nope, still broken. Alright, let's get you some more blueberries, young man. I don't know why my chat's broken. Interesting. But, yeah, so it's been a while since we've talked, and there's a lot that has been going on. Back door's just about finished. The backyard at the shop is almost finished. I've decided to fully enclose it and put some cable rail around the other perimeter. I think I'm going to make it 42 inches high. So the thing about cable rail, or railing in general, per IBC codes, is you can't have a 4-inch sphere pass through it, which is pretty much the size of the microphone here. And with regular, like, rigid pickets, all you have to do is have from edge to edge be less than 4 inches. With cable rail, however, it's a little bit more tricky because you have to worry about the tension of the cable. But since the cable can move, you actually want to have it about 3 1/8 to 3 1/4 inches on center, somewhere in there. Yeah, say hello to all the people in YouTube land.
Nina.
Yeah, Nina might be watching. So because the cable can bend, if you have it tight enough and you have it at that spacing and you have it only less than 5 feet between verticals, and they even make vertical like center plates if you don't want to have too many posts, it restricts the cable so it can't bend around that 4-inch sphere. But the whole reason I'm going through this is I'm just putting up some iron gate or whatever, because they have a bunch of iron gate down at the sanctuary. Is it allows me to use the whole backyard, because me and the apprentice built these planters back there, so that we could take the grade and flatten it out, and all the excess material was used for filling the planters. The whole purpose of this and painting the building is to make the entire exterior be an advertisement for Knightsmith. The cathedral door, the cable rail, the box planter, all the outside patio furniture and stuff, the chimenea that I'm going to get, which I have no idea how to purchase one of those, but because the fire codes where the shop is are such a way that I can have fire, I can have an outdoor fire, but it can't be a fire pit, which I would prefer. So I need to go with a chimenea or one of those little like raised fire bed things, which I'm not exactly a fan of. So we're going to do the chimenea. So if you guys have any suggestions for cool ones that I can get, please let me know. It would be a huge help, because I want something that looks good. Maybe I'll just custom fabricate one. Who knows? But what I also intend is, so you know, that's going to be finished. Next, we're going to move on to the painting of the building and the final scraping of the windows, because those windows were caked with thick paint. And yeah, Nina's out there. Let's switch to the other view. So I mean, the chat's not going to be there, but you can see little man a little bit better. So let's do that. I don't know why the chat's not working. I don't know, but you can see him better, so that works. What was I saying? Oh, so anyways, the whole exterior is going to be an advertisement for Knightsmith, which I think is going to be fantastic. Because at the church, it's not really a church anymore. It's been desanctified and vacated and stuff. But we are currently in the process of revamping it and getting it back up to snuff and stuff. I actually have a lot of projects going into that building, which is really cool, because it's things I've always designed, but I've never been able to build and implement and use. Specifically, you know, 2 ADA ramps that are going to go inside into the interior of the building, and then or like a ADA ramp, porch, patio, and staircase combination on the outside, which is gonna be cool. And then I'm also gonna be able to use it. So, you know, I get to design it, I get to make money off it, I get to look at it, and since Knightsmith is going to be, the exterior of Knightsmith is going to be finished before the sanctuary and thing opens up, I will have basically my advertising ready from, you know, day one, so that when, you know, all the businesses and everything else start going into the basement, and, you know, they start hosting events and stuff upstairs in the church proper, I guess. What is the floor of a church called? There's got to be some word for it, because you have like the sanctum, you have, you know, the everything has its own specific name. So what is the floor where the congregation sits? What is that? Anyways, we have bands and stuff that are going to be practicing there and hosting out of there. There's going to be live streamers there. So this is all going to be one big massive thing, and it's really, really important that Knightsmith is ready to go with advertising and everything else from day one. But we are almost there. There's just a little bit left in the backyard that needs to get leveled out. Then there's some slate that I'm going to be taking from the church to act as a patio. And we're going to take some of the grass that we removed to level everything to, you know, put it back in. I think that'll be like a month or so until it grows, you know, until the root systems grow and interlace again. So it's going to look really nice, guys. And the cool thing about all this, especially once I get that cable rail in there, like I was talking about, is this little guy can then come down to the shop. And I know a lot of my friends have kids and stuff too, so they can come down, bring their kids, and hang out. Because, you know, I'm going to have this big porch or backyard space with all these planters, and it's going to be enclosed and safe for kids, and there's going to be sitting areas, and there's going to be a big table with an umbrella, so if it gets too bright and sunny, you can pop the umbrella, and I could be in there working and doing stuff and come out and hang out with them, and he can come down and hang out with me for the weekend. Right, buddy? Yeah. Oh, you're not getting done, but how about we give you some more blueberries? Oh, you want some more of your the Cliff Bar and peanut butter? You know, the peanut butter and the chocolate, and he doesn't like one or the other. Well, it's not that he doesn't like them. You know, it's not just I love this one, I love this one. Really? You're tired now? Do you know how early you got everyone up? Mm-hmm. So, anyways, it's a big priority for me to get this backyard finished. So, ooh, buddy, not today. No screeching today. Hey, I can't handle that. I'm sorry. I can't handle the screaming. Not today. I know. You like screaming. It hurts. I love you, but it hurts. And see, because of the screaming, the one person who was watching left. But yeah, so my new helper actually is really kicking ass. He's done like 80% of the work on that backyard with minimal instruction. So I guess this is kind of like his bread and butter. Like he actually just started his own Facebook group because this is something he wants to do on his own free time as well. Let me see what groups. Caleb's Woodworking and Waterscaping.
Mama. Ma.
Now, this kid is just starting out. But really, for never doing any of this stuff before, learning how to get a level line and then measure off that and figure out how to adjust the grade and stuff to make everything work. From never doing that before to getting this backyard done for me, it's been an amazingly fast learning process for him. And I mean, I don't want to stroke his ego because he might get arrogant after a while, but he's kind of kicking ass, guys. And I can't wait to get him on some paying work because this kid deserves money for how hard he's working. But if you go into the Facebook group real quick, you can see the windows. They're not done being scraped, but already, even with just that minimal work, what I did is we're scraping the outside clean, and then I took some white spray paint, some matte white spray paint, and just lightly dusted the inside. So you have this nice frosted appearance. So it's opaque enough that you can't see through it, but it's translucent enough that it brings in an immense amount of light. So during the day, it's awesome because you get so much more light, but you still get the privacy and the security that people can't look through it. and they can't scratch it off from the outside, which is good. So got that backyard done. What lamp? Are you talking about that lamp? Lamps are hata. Well, the reason behind that is we would touch it and yell, "Oh, hot." And so now hot is lamp. Anyways, so we got just a little bit to finish on the planter and the patio there. I'm gonna have to buy all the cable rail and all the 4x4s and stuff to get the actual thing there situated, but we're almost there. And then for the building itself, I'm thinking about painting, if you can see everything that's green, that ugly green color, paint that black. And then all the trim, I want to do silver. And if you can look in the window panes, they're actually individual panes. I want to paint the trim between those, and on the inside of the window, all black. That way it's all, so you have that black and silver appearance, and then the door is all stained black. But then you have that oak trim, which is between the black and the silver. That oak is really gonna punch out and look fantastic. Let's see. I still have to do the garage door in the front. That needs some serious rehab. But if you're looking at these pictures, you can see this huge stone. It's like 6 times the size of little man here. Yeah. Diddly. And it is heavy. But what I'm thinking... We're not done. We're only halfway through. Hey, no yelling. I can't do the yelling today, Connor. I love you. I just can't do the yelling. That big stone, I actually want to turn that into a sink. Dude. Thank you. That's not uh-oh. You clearly threw that. You saw him throw that, right? You threw that. The whole world saw you throw that. Definitely not an uh-oh. That big stone I want to turn into a sink or wash basin. I don't think I have anything that I'm going to do with it. I think I'm just going to sell it. But the Samurai Carpenter, he has his own woodworking channel. Did some really cool stuff on there. And he did a sink similar to that. And basically you just take a masonry wheel, which I have one, just a diamond wheel, for your angle grinder. You just cut a grid. Like you mark off where you want your stone at, or your sink at. And you just mark off a grid, and you just cut that grid, and you can come in there with a stone chisel, or a really blunt chisel, and knock everything back and knock everything off. And then just keep working it from there, and you go in with some heavy abrasives and stuff, and you can polish your sink and stuff in, and I think that'll look really cool. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I think it'll look cool. Joe D and Alan Covert. Hey guys, what is going on? Sorry, the chat's not working. I do not know why. If anyone knows anything about OBS or the live stream chat, or how they're interacting, or if there's some sort of an issue, let me know. Just because it's hard for me to see. How you guys doing? It's been a minute. It's about 2.5 months since my last live stream. Haven't got to talk to really anyone. You're not done. Want some more? Okay. I think this means at the shop I need to put a blueberry bush or 2 in. I mean, I'm down there so seldom that I'll probably only get 5 blueberries off the whole thing. You know, all the other critters and stuff will eat them. What? But Alan, you definitely should come down to the shop and see how things are progressing. Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. Your boy's grown like a weed. Yes, he is. See that? You're growing like a weed. Like a weed. Ah. Sora got the second dose Friday. Ooh. Yeah, everyone's saying their second dose is way worse. I still have to get my first, unfortunately. Dude, you're throwing so many blueberries. I'm not giving you any more. You think it's cute and funny now, but everyone's having a really bad reaction to their second one, which I guess that means it's working because, like, everything's like, yeah, no, screw that guy. You know, antibodies in your system and stuff are like, nah. But so I do have some bad news. My car is DEDZ deads. Alan, I saw you took down those 2 trees. Awesome job. But yeah, I'm in the market for a new car. Second yesterday, arm feels annoyingly sore, but no problems. I mean, good. I know some people are having some really, really bad reactions, like violently ill for 2 days or 3 days afterwards. So I'm glad that you're just sore. I still need to get my first one. It just seems like every time I'm able to go get it, something else has happened. Like, you know, this weekend would have been great, but like I was saying, my car is dead. Well, it's not dead. It's still drivable. It's just, it won't pass inspection. It's been out of inspection for 2 years. But the local cops have been taking notice, and they finally started pulling me over. Can only get away with it for so long, I suppose. But yeah, I paid like $3 grand for the car. Connor. But it needs Connor. Connor. No, you're not getting down. We're not done. Ah. Needs like $5,000 worth of work, so yeah, I'm not going to put $5,000 into a car I only paid $3 for. I'll just sell it and get a new one. But tie rod's getting loose and stuff. The tires are gonna need to get, I'm gonna need to get new tires, whole new muffler from the engine back. They say the rear bumper won't pass inspection, which I don't believe that because it's still solid, but whatever. There's a couple holes in the driver floor pan. So it's just, any one of those things is easy to fix, but and relatively cheap. But since it's all of them, Kelly Blue Book says I can get it between $650 and $1,200. So I think I'm gonna throw it up for $1,000 and just take best offer. And I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Subaru again because I like the Outbacks, I like the Foresters. They're good cars. I can throw just a ton of junk on the top. I don't know how many pieces of furniture I've already moved with that thing, but just put it on top, get some ratchet straps, crank the hell out of it. And just go. A couple weeks ago, 2 months ago, I actually ended up taking some furniture up that I built up to New York and putting in place, which is really cool. But something like that, or even a minivan, because I need to be able to move, all this material. So maybe if I get a minivan with a good good rack on it, or another Subaru Forester, or like I said, an Outback. I'm kind of leaning more towards a minivan at this point, just because there's so much more space in them. I can build out, a compartment and stuff in the back, so I can have, always have stuff for him, like a little cabinet, some extra clothes, some extra diapers, wipes, an extra pair of shoes, some toys, blah 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 blah. And then of course, all the maintenance stuff and other stuff. Joe, I had a minivan. Don't do it. Why not? What are the reasons to not have a minivan? Have a coffee. Alan. Bumper had to be replaced, lower ball joints, CV boot, and exhaust from the cat back. Ooh. Man, the only thing that would be worse is if your tranny blew on top of it. That is awful. Yeah, your Nini might be watching. You never know. I mean, ideally, I'd be able to get a sedan and a pickup. But I don't have that kind of capital. The sedan would be nice just to, for a running around car, and, I could, have it just to have Connor in there, just as the kid vehicle. And then the truck would just be a Knightsmith vehicle, but I don't have that kind of capital. Not yet, anyways. $1,800. Whew. That hurts a little bit. But let's see, Joe. Very expensive when they break. They break a lot. They fold like a tin can, and the gas is ridiculous. Interesting. See, that's not the thing. That's not been my experience with minivans. I mean, I've been in a ton of minivans, and they're not the best on gas. And I mean, since the shop is an hour away, that is a major consideration. You got me there. However, now I've only helped work on a few minivans, so I can't say for the broad spectrum. You put your leg down. I can't speak to the broad spectrum, but the Astrovan that I grew up with, oh my god, that thing was easy to work on. I mean, the gas mileage on that thing was terrible, but the utility of it was out of this world. And I've seen some minivans go through some pretty bad crashes, and they were just fine. If it wasn't for that gas, I'd get myself a Chevy Suburban, like an early 2000s Chevy Suburban. Man, I remember, I mean, almost all the stone at my parents' house we took from my grandparents' house, and we loaded the piss out of that thing. It was incredible how much stuff. And Joe, that's because Astrovans are mini tanks. Oh god, they are. But they have the gas mileage like a mini tank as well. Alright, relax. We're almost done. 15 minutes. Hey. Give me 5? Low 5? It's not a hammer. It's a clamp. That's a clamp. But my father-in-law, he always gets minivans and stuff for work, and you know, he has great experience with them. That's done. Not yet, buddy. We're almost done. Right. Connor, buddy. Joe, I unfortunately know too well the whole tin can point, but yeah, I know you're talking about it. I know you're taking a hit on space, but a hatchback or a reasonable truck would be less of a pit. Yeah. You know, everything is a huge trade-off. But that's where my mind is. Like, I can't do a sedan just because I need to be able to move material. And God, we're almost done. A few more minutes, okay, buddy? You're the co-host. You have to. Why don't you talk to the people? All right, we're gonna wind this up quick. But that's where my you know, my mind is. So I need to get, you know, another Subaru or get a minivan or get a truck. But trucks are so ridiculously expensive because it's become a status symbol instead of a working man's vehicle. Because everyone wants to be seen as the working man, but they have these big, shiny trucks that are super fully loaded. And, you know, they're just... They're spotless, they're clean, there's not a dent on them. The bed has never been used for anything more than whatever. So, people. So, doing all that, they drove up the price and just absolutely ruined the truck market. Well, people did the same thing with Jeeps too, I guess, so. What can you say? Yeah, I wish I could get each. Now he wants the wrench. Thank you. But Alan, I am going to be setting up a forge in the shop in a few. You see, he throws it and then he says, "Uh-oh." Like, that's not an uh-oh. You threw it. You meant to do that. What did you think was going to happen when you threw it? Go somewhere. Uh-oh is for when you drop something accidentally. No, that's not an uh-oh. You threw it. Dude, come on. Anyways. Alan, you should definitely come down to the shop. But when I get that backyard finished, you and Jill can bring Ellie down, and then Ellie and Connor can play in the backyard, and you know, Michaela and Jill can watch them, and you and I can be off in the shop tooling around, you know, stuff like that. Just saying, dude. All right, he's starting to get a little too fussy, guys. So, and we're winding up on the hour. We've done what, 50 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. How long has this been? I have the stats right in front of me somewhere. I don't know, but we're winding up on the hour. I'll keep my eye out for you, dude. Thank you. it seems like everything that I've been finding on Kelly Blue Book or on you know, Craigslist has been 2 hours away. So, you know, I'm not sure what to think about that, but you know, my price range is about $3 grand. So I need to take this one down to a you know, one of those places, vacuum it out real good so I can take some nice pictures, and it's nice when I sell it. And get that out of here, I guess. What are you doing? Are you doing the Macarena? Macarena. Whatever this is. Biggie? Got lucky with my truck. Less than 60,000 miles for $7 grand. Dude, that was lucky. You know, most trucks I'm seeing for that have less than 120, they're like 20,000 plus. Dang, sorry I missed it live. Well, you didn't quite miss it though. You still got in there at the last bit. And hey, Connor, say hi to Eileen. Hi, Eileen. You were sanding the fire pit chair. You guys, if you haven't seen her, I don't know why the chat's not working, but this has got to be some figuring that I'm gonna have to do later. Wow. Say hi to Eileen. Connor, say hi. Hello. But anyways, you still got in here the last few minutes. Oh, staining. Ah. So what color did you pick? Did you go with the blue and pink like I suggested? I'm telling you, Eileen, you really need to get an HVLP sprayer. It will change your life. So much easier. Oh my god, so much easier. I love it. And really, if you have a air compressor, which you should, just saying, so you can get a little air nailer and stuff. If you, yeah, it'll change your life. Boo. 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 Would you be interested in a workstation top for the shop? Workstation top. I don't know what that is, but hit me up on Facebook Messenger, Alan, when we're done here, just so that, you know, we could talk about it, because I might be. Because all the shop furniture in there is just from when you know, everything I had at the Red Door and brought it over, but the new shop's floor is so pitched that I'm gonna have to rebuild all the furniture. And I'm planning on buying a what you got? Oh, thank you. You took the pig's nose off. I didn't know you could do that. Can I have that? Oh, you can take this whole thing apart. You really shouldn't play with that. Here. Yeah, hit me up with that, because I have to remake everything anyways. So I'd definitely be interested in playing around with that concept and seeing what you have and what we can do. But I'm going to be building a forge soon, and it would definitely be beneficial to have your advice and expertise. Eileen's going with black, but doing a dry brush accents with purple and orange. That's going to be cool. I cannot wait to see that. But guys, we're winding up on our hour now, so unfortunately we have to go. I hope to bring this back every Sunday like we had in the past. Now that things are starting to even out a wee bit more, and now that I know that this works, you know, the bringing this high chair in here. I don't know why I never thought about it before, but there we are. This could be his breakfast. This is my morning coffee. This is our conversation. It works. So guys, thank you so much for coming along. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Say bye, Connor. Close enough.